Another edition of Experts on Call. This is Steve Gregory with a couple of true experts from Ottawa General Contractors. Happy to welcome Mo Abbas and Hussein Kathir. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you for having us, Steve.
Thank you.
Well, thanks for coming in. Ottawa General Contractors.
Yes, sir.
You've been around for how long, you guys?
We've been around for about 25 years. Our company's been in the renovations market for around 25 years. Ottawa General Contracting brand's been around for just under 5 years. And we focus mostly on design, build, construction, kitchen and bathrooms, basements, additions, and general renovations. A lot of interior renovations is what we do.
So mainly for homes, you do any kind of renovation?
We do any
You do
kind
additions? Do you big jobs, little jobs?
You got it. We do big jobs, we do little jobs. We're not handyman, we don't do home repairs. We do contract work. We do professional contract work.
Now, what makes a general contractor different than the average general contractor? What makes Ottawa General Contractors the contractor to go to?
Well, Steve, the level of service that you get with Ottawa General Contractors kind of sets us apart above and beyond most other general contractors. With the Ottawa General Contractors, you do get an industry-leading 5-year warranty with all of the work that we do. As well, you also get a project manager on the job assigned to every single job for the clients. So if the client ever has any questions, any concerns, if they'd like to make any changes on the job, instead of having to contact the contractor or some of the crew guys, they contact the project manager directly, and they always have same-day response, always there for the homeowner whenever they need him. And that's really something that gives the homeowners a little bit of peace of mind whenever they are whenever they are doing any sort of renovations.
So how do you know you've got a good contractor? Are there accreditations that some contractors have that others don't? Is there a way to prove that you've got a good history?
There's definitely accreditations you can watch out for. Okay, there's a GOBA, Greater Ontario Home Builders Association. There's the Renomark program, where to be an affiliate with that, you have to give X amount of warranty, and you have to have certain licenses and certain warranties, and you have to be able to produce the work properly. There's the BBB, of course. Like any other business, you can be part of the BBB.
There's Better Business Bureau.
Better Business Bureau, exactly. There's the Ontario General Contractors Association. We're part of all of these affiliations. We're part of all of them. They're good affiliations, but in the end, a good contractor is somebody that you can trust. It's somebody when you walk into your house, you just have this feeling that they're going to be, they're good guys, they do good work, they have good references, good testimonials. You can go take a look at one of their past jobs. I always like to bring customers into one of our past jobs so they see firsthand the kind of quality of work that they're buying. So they're not buying a concept, they can see firsthand what they're getting.
So speaking of firsthand, is it OttawaGeneralContractors.com? We can see some of those testimonials on your website?
You got it. You got OttawaGeneralContractors.com. You guys can go take a look at pictures. You can see before and after. You can see affiliations, our company history. You can see exactly what we do at OttawaGeneralContractors.com.
What about referrals? Easy enough to get a referral to see what jobs you've done in the past?
Very easy, Steve. You just with every contract that we do get with people, we always give them our referrals. They can always call or even go. We'll even take them on a walkthrough on recent jobs that we just finished. That way they can take a look at the quality of work that we do firsthand.
Now, quality of work is one thing, and everybody will say they do quality work, which is nice that you can take people in and get the testimonials. What about getting a hold of you guys? One of the biggest problems I've ever had with contractors is I hire a contractor, 2 days later I want to call them and they're nowhere to be found.
I'm glad you mentioned that. And that goes back to service, okay? And at Ottawa General Contractors, one of our core principles is service. We focus very, 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 very highly on service. You call us, you're getting if we don't pick up, which is extremely rare, we don't pick up, we call you back within the hour. You are guaranteed same-day response for any issue, any concern. I don't want you stressing out. I don't want the renovation to be a bad experience. We want to make sure it's a positive experience. We want to make sure if you're worried, you can get a hold of us. No problem whatsoever in that sense.
Because it does happen a lot where you hire a contractor and then all of a sudden you either want to make a change on the project and there's nobody there to okay the change.
You got it.
But you say there's a project manager for each project?
That's right, Steve. And I mean, the reason why we implemented that is just through trial and error. A lot of times when we go through homeowners, a lot of the nightmare stories they tell us is, I've had this contractor in the past, and then they disappeared on me for about 2 to 3 weeks. I have no idea where they went. They just left the job half finished. And I try to call them, and I never get any responses. So to fix that error in the industry, we decided to assign project managers to every job. So if there's ever any issues, you have that person that's specifically overseeing your project. So they know everything that's going on in the project from A to Z. They're in contract with all the different crews that are in it. So be it HVAC, be it electricians, handy guys, anything.
And all your guys are licensed, I assume.
Fully licensed professionals.
You got it. I mean, our electrician, it's a master electrician, so he can pull out electrical permits. And every single job, we pull out an electrical permit regardless. Our plumbers are licensed plumbers. Everyone's licensed who touches. Our architects, if we do a big job and we need drawings made, licensed architects, licensed engineers. We don't do work unless we can guarantee it for 5 years. Okay, that's not an easy thing to do, to guarantee a job for 5 years. So if you're going to offer that kind of guarantee, you got to make sure you stick behind the quality of work as well.
Do you do everything from the bottom up, including foundations?
We do a lot of foundation work. We do foundation repairs. We don't do a whole lot of new home construction. We do a lot for new construction.
Renovation, though.
You got it.
So if you're adding another room or you're adding another wing to the house,
exactly,
you can take
Absolutely
care of it
correct.
from the foundation right through to the roof.
You got it. That's exactly
Absolutely.
it.
Well, you must have a fairly big company in it.
Yeah, we can do a lot of work. We can handle 20 plus projects, which is not an easy thing to do, and it's not easy to keep that kind of volume of work, which is why we focus not just on quality of work. I'm going to stress this. Most of our clientele, over 80%, are blue-collar government workers, okay, who want a renovation done on a reasonable budget. They want a professional, okay, but they have a budget. Okay, they don't want high-end work. They just want to make sure it gets done right. Because in the market, what we've noticed is there's a huge vacuum in the middle of the market for standard professional contractors. There's a few really good contractors in there. Okay.
Now, are they usually doing bigger jobs?
They're usually doing high-end work. Okay, the good guys are all doing high-end work, and then the other guys are independent contractors doing the small stuff. There's nobody in the middle to service the huge 80% of the market, which is where we come in.
Sounds expensive, Mo.
Which one?
You guys. License, project manager.
Not at all, not at all. We give you professional quality work at a value market price.
Exactly. That's what we focus on. We focus on the value. We don't touch work unless we can add value on the project. So I'm glad you mentioned price, because
Is this one of your customers calling now that's going to have to wait an hour?
it actually might be.
Okay. Don't worry, we'll get back to you in an hour.
It's okay. It gets forwarded to the office and the admin takes care of it. So it's no worries that way. No, but you're right. See, that's the thing is most of the good guys only do high-end work.
Right.
We don't do a lot of high-end work. We do high-end work, but most of our work is standard work. We want to fill that vacuum. We want to be able to service the government workers, the blue-collar workers who want to finish their basement but don't want a $50,000 basement. They want the extra living space to look nice, be practical, and done right.
So you're talking about, you had mentioned earlier that when you're talking about high-end has nothing to do with quality. High-end has to do with what you're adding to the quality work that's already there. In other words, you can go granite, or you can go granite times 100 and spend X amount of dollars. Both will look good. One will cost more at the end, obviously.
You got it. I mean, some of our competitors, they start their renovations at $20,000, at $15,000, at $10,000, because they only focus on those upgrades. The granites and the glass tiles. But a lot of people, they don't want that. They want something nice. They want something practical. They want the granite, but they don't want the $150 a square foot granite. They want a $90 a square foot granite, and that's where we come in. We supply that market.
So this is my point. The prep work for granite, what we're just using as an example, the prep work is all the same.
You got it.
That's right.
So the high-end stuff, you're paying more for the granite itself, but all of the work is done with quality workmanship. And you will do. If somebody wants some high-end granite, you don't have a problem putting that in, right?
Definitely. What we do is we try to give the customers what they want and what they ask for within budget and within their timeline.
Within budget. I like that. We're going to talk about that when we come back. Ottawa General Contractors, OttawaGeneralContractors.com. Back with Mo and Hussein right after this.